So I'm going to tell you something about Obudu Cattle Ranch, which is now called Obudu Mountain Resort. Now, that's a place you can visit this festive period or anytime, even off festive period. I know people are looking for where to travel to have good holiday. Now, Obudu Mountain Resort may no longer be as it used to be, but it sure is a nice place to still travel to even this moment. Now, the first thing is you find your way to Obudu. You find your way to Obudu town, and I will advise you stay in Obudu town because at Obudu Cattle Ranch, of course, they have this resort, a kind of hotel, but I don't think the facilities are still as wonderful as they used to be. So the place is not really far, so you can actually operate from town, Obudu town, and then travel in the morning, explore the mountain, and then come back in the evening to your hotel in Obudu town. So when you get to Obudu Cattle Ranch, that is Obudu Mountain Resort, you'll find two gates. There's a first one and there's a second one. I think the first one, they don't actually collect any kind of payment there, but in the second one, you have to pay something, a kind of gate pass. They pay it everywhere. Even when I went to Olumorok at the gate, they pay there. It's some kind of revenue for the state or whoever operates the tourist destination. So when you get to the second gate, and then you pay, and then you have to get up to the mountain. So you see, when you finish paying the gate pass, the next is vehicle to the mountain. You can't walk it. Yes, those who come from the town or those who live on top of the mountain, maybe they are used to it. They can trek it, but it's not that easy. I wouldn't advise you to even attempt it. So if you're not traveling in a vehicle, maybe you chartered a vehicle in town, that is Obudu town, before coming, the next thing you can take there is a bike. So you take a bike, and please, on top of the bike, keep cautioning the person riding, because the route to the top of the mountain has sharp bends. Even if you're in a vehicle, there are sharp bends. So keep cautioning the driver to slow down. And then before you get to the mountain, there's a place they call the Devil's Hand. Now that place is a sharp bend. Probably that's why they called it the Devil's Finger. I think it's the Devil's Finger, not the Devil's Hand. So what I did, because I'm exploring the mountain, I had to come down and then look at the place, and it has nice sight over the hill. When you look down, what you'll be seeing at Obudu Cattle Ranch is just beautiful scenery. So even if the facilities are no longer as wonderful as they used to be, the beauty of nature is still there. Nice scenery and all that. So after the Devil's Finger, then you keep going up. When you get to the top of the mountain, now let me tell you some quick things you should try to see there, which will make your day as somebody exploring the mountain. So when you get to the reception, nothing special. They'll just take you around. There's nothing special to see at the reception. So, but they will take you into the place where you have the motorized cable cars. They used to walk those days. In the past, when you hear Obudu Cattle Ranch, one of the things that made that place wonderful was the presence of motorized cable cars. But now, when you get to that place, you see them parked. No one is taking care of them. Government is not interested. Whoever is managing the mountain resort is not interested. The cable cars don't work again. So you just take a look at them, probably sit inside and then have fun a little, and then you leave. Next place you should head to straight is the canopy walkway. Now the canopy walkway is one intriguing experience you should have. When you get to that place, not everybody will have that courage to climb, but hey, you're a tourist, you came to explore the mountain, so don't you ever feel afraid. Get on the canopy walkway. When you look down, or if you're going to be afraid, please don't look down, but the fun is to look down and see, have that feeling of fear, and then you fight it off and keep climbing. You keep moving. The canopy walkway, just make sure you have a good camera, because it's one of the great experiences you can still get today at the Obudu Mountain Resort. Then after the canopy walkway, head to the Grotto waterfall. Now, the Grotto waterfall is a kind of mini waterfall that they have in Obudu Cattle Ranch. That is within the mountain resort. You go to that place. It has beautiful sights, and then you can just take a look, a little, have fun, and then come out. But before you enter the Grotto waterfall, the scenery is still beautiful. Now, when you stand there, that's where you're supposed to see a lot of cattle. That's why they used to call it Obudu Cattle Ranch. But you can't find many of them again because the ranch itself is no longer as functional as it used to be. So you just find a few cattle, that is a few cattle when you compare it to what used to be. So that is it. Now, there are other places you can visit there.
This is the much we were able to say, but what else do you think somebody who has time can go around and see?
Oh, we have so many attraction areas up the ranch here.
Yes.
One, we haven't gotten to the phase 2 of the hotel. We haven't gotten to Angelic View. We haven't gotten
to the Holy Mountain.
To the Holy Mountain.
Holy Mountain?
Well, yes, where people go to pray.
And as well,
on top of this place?
Yes, they feel the mountain is very close to the heavens.
Wow.
So as well, we have the cattle rack. We have the Cameroon border view that you can see Cameroon houses from afar.
Wow.
But you see, you can't do that in a day because by the time you finish going to the canopy walkway, you go to Grotto Mini Fall, you visit this place, and then you can take a look at the hotel they have there. Inside there, there's a kind of will I call it motel or guest houses. You can just take a look. Of course, a day will just go. You can't finish it in a day. If you are staying on top of the mountain, you can just check into the hotel. But again, if not, you go down early. Try and go down early. Don't do that in the night. Just go back to town. The next day you come back. But there are other places. There's a place you get to, and then you'll be seeing Cameroon. From there, you see Cameroon. Even the time zone will change. So many other things you can do if you are putting in more than one day. You can't finish this in one day. So, if you want to go to Obudu Cattle Ranch, that is Obudu Mountain Resort today, plan it. If you want to do it within one day, then you pick these quick spots I showed you. If you want to explore the mountain completely, then you give it 2 days. The second day, you can actually explore the community. People live there. You find out how they live, the market they have, the places they go to get firewood for those who don't use gas. Even if they use gas, they have a community there. Their lifestyle is different. You can actually explore that. But it has to be 2 days. One day you can't finish that. You can't rush those spots. The beauty of nature will keep you at some places, and you have to put in enough time just to explore the mountain. So this is a quick trip I've given you to Obudu Cattle Ranch. At least if you want to go there, you now know what to expect.